Hi, and welcome to RickSwanRacing. Tonight we are in LeMans Ultimate. Let me get this thing started here. Get some background noise. So back in LeMans Ultimate, driving the Corvette, doing the GT3 after the new DLC that LeMans Ultimate just dropped earlier this week. So it's kind of like, right now, sim racing, it's kind of like Christmas. We got AMS2 just released their big bump. And now LeMans Ultimate has released their DLC with a whole litany of new things that come with hosted servers, all the GT3s, all different types of leagues and other things that are coming. Pretty cool time. You know, I'm pretty excited about it. There was a little bit of teething issues on Tuesday. I couldn't get it to run, and props to them. They made some changes real fast and got it to where I got it running, so I'm pretty stoked with it. So I'm just getting ready to do the GT3 fixed at Spa, so I'm going to get out there. I'm going to do a little bit of practicing. Let me turn on some other displays here, and I'm going to get out there, and like I said, I'm going to get some practicing going. So let me launch this thing. Yeah, and definitely, you know, the car is definitely, it's hard to explain, but between iRacing and, you know, GT3s and iRacing and then AMS, definitely cold tires is a thing. Oh, my car's just disappeared. Hopefully I'm not disconnecting, because that'll really suck. Hey, guess what? I just disconnected.
That's the end of the session. P19.
End of the session? I didn't even get out there. Alright. Let me see if I can go back in. That was kind of lame. Try practice. Well, hopefully their servers didn't go down. That would kind of blow. Well, I know we got about 20 minutes before the event starts, so I'm actually going to do something crazier. I'm going to restart the application. I wouldn't say that's crazy per se, but seems like the logical thing to do. I'll relaunch it. Yeah, I mean, and it's Friday night too, so why not? Let's have everything crash. Yeah, all the cars just disappeared as I was going down pit lane, so that's not a good way to start my practice off. I know they had some teething errors, and I know there's some other stuff going on, and I know my computer, for whatever reason, is struggling to run the sim, and I think that's more a quirk of my particular system here. But let me see if I can get back into my session here. Maybe I can get back into the practice. I got like 18 minutes, so I don't see why not. Daily. That was kind of weird. Join practice. Let's try a different server. Maybe just glitched out or something. That's what I'm hoping, because I'm hoping to race. Because if this doesn't fly, then I guess I'll go back over to AMS too. But to be fair, I actually really like. I like them both. I mean, each is different in their own way, for sure. AMS2 has its quirks. The graphics are beautiful. The sound's beautiful, and you know, to give the guys that are developing LeMans Ultimate Motorsports games and that crew, you know, they're doing a really great job. I've been very impressed this week. It's run very well. Not that this little bump would necessarily project that. So hopefully it's something that's short-lived, or maybe it's just me. Maybe my system glitched out. I gotta wait for the system here, but I got probably a good 15 minutes left of practice. I just gotta wait for the system to not be cranky. Let's try this again. All right. I'm sure I'm not alone in this world with having weirdness. But yeah, no, these tires are definitely death if you push it.
Exit's clear. Push.
Oh, I don't think it's clear. There's a red McLaren.
We've got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them. The brakes are cold. Be careful. Yellow flag, sector 2. Incident in sector 1. Yellow flag.
I will note that it's almost impossible for me to not get an off track at a Rouge. It's it's very quirky. But yeah, so for this expansion, for this DLC, they released the Corvette. The McLaren came free. They added the BMW M4 GT3, and then they got the Ferrari. And definitely the McLaren is super popular. To me, the cars that feel borderline OP, the McLarens, or not the McLarens, the BMWs are just crazy fast, even in fixed ones. I mean, I don't know if it's a mechanic of the draft or what it is, but you know, I'll be 6th gear flat out, just straight away, and these guys are just passing me.
Air temps increasing. It's now 23 Celsius.
You know, they're just pulling draft and they're getting by me.
Sector 3. Sector 2 is now green.
Which I think is a little odd for a fixed series. I'm just giving my tires a good opportunity to warm up. Otherwise, I'm going to end up in the dirt. But this week, the couple of races that I've been able to do have been the grate. It's so much fun.
Sector 1 is yellow. We think that border has gone off. Sector 1 is green.
And interestingly too, like I noticed the first race that I did, it was interesting. The first race that I did in LMU in the GT3, 2 or 3 cars in this one corner.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
2 or 3 cars ended up sliding,
Green flag
and
sector 1.
I broke just a little bit, attempted to coast a little bit to gain some space from the car in front of me that was drifting
B21.
out of control. And my rear end came out, and what was really cool about it, in kind of a car nerd sort of way, is my car broke free, and it was like slow motion, and there was nothing I could do about it, but it felt very realistic.
Yellow flag.
That'll be a warning, a cut
You can
warning.
see Charlotte has spun off. Sector 2 is yellow. Alright, Rick, we need to watch the track limits. It looks like Gianni and Price have gone off. Green flag, sector 2.
But yeah, it's going to take a couple laps to get up to temp. I also find the cars, it feels to me like they carry weight differently. There's some behaviors in the sim that were not there with the GTEs, in my opinion, with this like perception of weight shifting. Like, you know, when you get spring compression in a corner, like if I'm going around the left, all my right side suspension. Hi there, buddy.
We think Bennett has crashed.
Why the guy decided.
Tiny bit of aero damage, just ignore it.
I'm just going to wait here to die, or I might just hit escape. I'm just going to escape out because I'm never going to get out of here. A steady stream of cars. All right, well, let's try that again with
10
less
minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
less death. Hopefully that guy gets it out of his system now while we're just in practice before we get on the track. There has been some pretty crappy, I will say there's been your typical crappy, unsportsmanlike behavior. Hey Terry, here, hold on, I'll read you in a second here. Let me get out of here without dying.
We can see Boot has binned it. Sector 1 is now green.
Yeah, the braking is definitely interesting. You know, I do notice that if, in my opinion, if you drive it a little bit more like the GTEs, a little less brake, just raw brake mashing, you tend to get a better performance out of it. I think people get the misperception that with the GTE, you can just, or a GT3, you can just slam the hell out of the ABS. I'm gonna let this guy go by because I'm on cold tires. You definitely can't just mash and hope that you stick. Like in iRacing, in my opinion, it feels like you can do that a bit, where you can just mash it and it's just going to stop you. That is not the case with this one. And you'll hear it in a sec here, Milo. And you get that little shake of the wheel as it just kind of jiggles as the ABS is kicking in. I have base shakers though. I don't think LMU is transmitting that to SimHub though. I've heard a lot of quirks with SimHub. I don't know if it's true or not, but it took me a bit to get my dash working properly with LMU after this expansion.
Sector 2 is clear.
But I will note that we've had like really good splits. There's been so many people racing, and that's awesome. It's good for the game.
Sector 1, yellow flag.
Makes for better racing, in my opinion, too. There's just more people in the splits.
We think that Charlotte has spun off. Blue flag, green flag in sector 1.
But there's something about the BMWs. They just seem overly fast.
Sector 3 is yellow.
Let this guy go to the inside. He's got warm tires, and I do not.
Blue flag. flag, sector 3. Green flag, sector 2, 20th place. Sector 2 is now yellow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how, Terry, have you tried it much since they released it?
We need to watch these track limits.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get a track limit violation every lap. It's just very hard for me to make that. But it's like that corner right there, you know, the rear gets really, really light, and you can feel, if you're not careful, the butt will just snap right around on you with the Corvette.
Has been dead.
Yeah, this corner here kills a lot of people first lap. Downhill, kind of slightly out of camber, and people come in and they start braking and their butts just slide right out.
It looks like Charlotte has gone off. Sector 3 is clear.
Tires are still cold. Looking at the chat there.
Okay, Rick, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
I definitely feel the GT3s give you more feel than the GTE, but the thing about the GTEs is it taught you to be smart about braking because they were unforgiving if you weren't. I haven't yet tried the prototypes since they did the DLC. I'd like to stay in 5th gear for this, but it's just... this one's going to suck. Yeah, I would prefer to stay in 5th gear going up through a Rouge, but just it's too tall for that. And the 6th gear feels like you dog, so it's just a weird combo. But right here, if you snap into that, you can feel the rear end start to rotate out on you as the weight transfers.
Yellow flag, sector 2.
No, I think the single best thing that the developers of this game can do, as I've mentioned on a lot of other streamers' channels, I think that, you know, that the GT3s are great, but if they were able to add the European Le Mans series and Asian Le Mans series, and ideally kind of flirt with the IMSA tracks, add IMSA tracks, and not necessarily hold true to the WEC schedule, I think this sim would do extremely well. I mean, it's good on its own, but I would love to see American tracks in this. I mean, Code is fun and all, and Sebring's fun and all, but like Daytona, Road Atlanta, Road America.
Yellow flag, sector 3. It looks like Niklaus has crashed. Yellow flag in sector 1. Flag in sector 3, fastest lap for Burgess, 2:18.49. Green flag in sector 1.
Let's see how much time we got left here. like in the GTEs going through there, you're guaranteed, almost guaranteed to spin if you weren't careful once you hit those rumble strips.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. V13.
I'm actually going to jump out now because I don't think that 2 minutes is accurate.
Yellow flag, sector 1.
I'm going to quit to the main menu. There's like a mismatch between the times.
That's the end of the session. V13.
Hello, Juice. Happy to have you. Yeah, jump on in. Maybe we'll be in the same split. I don't know. I'm at the bottom. I'm not very fast. I have really good safety rating, but my performance rating's kind of... I die a lot. Well, actually, my performance rating got slaughtered because the mechanics, like if the game would disconnect for you, it would basically be like a DNF and you'd lose all your points. But I try not to dwell on it and remind myself that, okay, the point of being in here is have a good time and blah, 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 blah. But, you know, I definitely want to get better and score some points. Yeah, it says on my thing, it says you got 3 minutes to the race start. So yeah, if you hurry, you can make it in. And then I'll see what they got after this. I like the fact that they're doing the, you can host events now. That's really cool because I might attempt to start hosting some, you know, try to host some stuff. It'd be fun. I love doing the IMSA style stuff. I mean, I love Sebring. Nobody ever races Coda either. Coda's a lot of fun. Coda's tricky, but it's fun. Yeah, Terry, I'm not fast. I know I'm not fast, but what I am is careful, and I tend to capitalize on other people's death. Other people are too aggressive, and they do stupid stuff, and they get dead, and they run out of talent, and then I go by, and I wave on the way by as they're in the wall dead. So on that note, now karma's gonna like kick me in the butt. I'm gonna get killed by somebody. I try not to say that too loud because then I pay the price. But yeah, no, I like the expansion so far, or the DLC so far. It's a lot of fun. I'm definitely appreciating it. Now, I find my load times aren't too bad. And whatever that weird little glitch was at the beginning when I couldn't get in, it just dumped me back out of the practice. It was weird. But I'm looking at it right now. There's 133 people registered for this race. So I don't know, what's it, 20 cars per split or whatever, so it'll be 6-7 splits. I think the race I did last night had like 7 splits, which is amazing. Because before, on, you know, US time, you'd get like 3 splits maybe, and now we're up to like 7, which is really, really, really cool. And, you know, I'm looking forward to, I mean, I'm looking at the driver ratings right now. I mean, there's definitely plenty of silver drivers, silver 3. You know, I'm definitely looking forward to getting the multi-class stuff. I tried Brazil, Interlagos or whatever. I tried practice last night a little bit from that, and that was fun. It was definitely tricky. But, you know, once you play it on one sim, you kind of learn the breaking points, you learn the lines and stuff. It's just more of adapting it, the sim, the particulars of that one sim to that track. You know, like if you look at iRacing, Sebring at iRacing, and Sebring at LMU, and then Sebring at AMS2. AMS2, I think, is actually probably physically one of the most violent scans of it. Like, you know, I think that iRacing's I wouldn't say bland, I think it's more subtle. And then LMU takes it up a notch to where it's really knocking the hell out of you. And then I did some races at AMS2, and it was like coming on through Sunset, and the car feels like it's coming off the ground. The sounds sound horrible. And I know, again, from being there in real life and watching races and filming races there, it's pretty rough. I would love to do a hot lap of Sebring. That's kind of one of my personal bucket list items, is to be able to do a track day at Sebring. I've got an Audi TT that I'd started building as a track car. I don't know as I'll get around to it, but because it takes money. This is far cheaper in the long run. But here, I'm going to back out of this for a sec, because I find I have better success joining races if I go back to the main lobby and wait for the event to start. Doesn't tend to blow me out as... Alright. join. Cross fingers, see how well it loads. I was having a problem where it would hit, I think it was 47 or 57%. It would happen every time, and it would just puke. It would just drop. It would hang up the entire computer. And then they did the hot patch, hot fix or whatever, and it was like, boom, it fixed it. All right, so I'm going to wait for this to load. The clock starts. I'm going to change my fuel. I'm going to drop some fuel down to about 4 laps for practice. We'll go out here and McLaren sideways coming out of the garage. Did everybody bring a red McLaren today? All right, Terry, we'll see you in 20 minutes. See who dies. I don't know if you're in mine or not. Maybe.
The pit exit's clear. Disengage limiter.
I will as soon as I'm around this corner.
Cold tires all around. Your brakes are cold. Take it easy.
Cold tires. Go through Eau Rouge a little carefully first time through.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Do what this guy's doing up here. Try to warm up tires a little.
Junior has stacked it. Green flag sector 2.
They do it in the real world, so I'll give it a try. Tires are like ice right now. The shift. Yeah, it takes a good, I'd say a good 2 laps to get these things to where you don't feel like you're gonna die.
Incident in sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. We think Lozano has gone off. Sector 2 is green.
Somebody ate it there really hard. They left their bumper there. Or something. It looked like a bumper. Either a bumper or a wing.
Yellow flag. Watch out. We think Love has stacked it.
Stuffed.
Green flag in sector 2.
Alright, so this is just the warm-up practice. Got about a minute left. Then we'll go into quali. This is a fixed setup, so really not a whole lot I can do about it.
Incident in sector 1. Yellow flag. It looks like air has spun off. Sector 1 is now green.
Not too bad. Take it. Hey, maybe I don't get off track this time.
That's the end of the session. P5.
Okay, so now we're going into quali. Just a sec here. Wow, that was trippy. I'll wait a second here. Make sure I got... I highly doubt those guys are running on wets. But unless they know something I don't know, just swapped over. Gotta wait for this thing to... Wait for the clock to start to know that it's not going to boot me. So I'm in split 6 out of 7. Anytime now. Here we go. So make sure I only want about 4 gallons. Probably don't even need that much for quali, but that works. All right, so knowing that the first lap, this out lap is going to be super cold, I will have time for basically 2 full qualifying laps.
If exit's clear, okay Rick, we've got 6 minutes to set a lap. The brake temperatures are low, we need to get some heat into them. Your tyres are cold, watch out.
I'm not going to rip through Eau Rouge because I got cold tires and I don't want to eat it on my quali. This lap doesn't count anyways, so give my tires a minute to warm up.
That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes.
I've already done the calculation. I need probably about 11-ish gallons of fuel, roughly. I usually like to have a little extra. Little extra. Tires are still cold. So the first hot lap, which is starting right now. As soon as I cross that line. So this is the first one that counts. But tires are still cold, so the next one's the one that I want to work on. See if that one counts. I didn't get a call from Jim, so must be I nailed that one without getting an off track. Still pretty cold, so I'm not going to be too brave with those things this lap.
Fastest lap from Burgode, 2:21.80.
Wish my ABS lights would show on the dash, but for some reason they don't seem to want to. I'll have to mess with that. SimHub doesn't seem to want to doesn't want to read them for some reason. So I don't know whether it's LMU's not sending it or I have a setting wrong in SimHub.
The guy behind has just done a 226.86.
Let's see how I did on my first hot lap.
That time was a 2:29.39.
Your rear brakes are hot.
Tried to snap on me. Alright, so this will be the one that counts.
Okay, Rick, we need to watch these track limits.
Or not. Maybe this one won't count. It's really hard to not get one there.
New fastest lap for Pro, 220.90.
And I'm going to be way off pace.
That's the end of the session. P12.
Man. I better find some speed. It's going to be a really lonely race. Definitely dances a lot more with that ABS. That's cool. It's a cool feeling. So that was about 2 seconds faster on that lap.
That time was a 2:20.
Still not
36.
not anywhere near the fast guys. All right, let me go back to the garage for a minute. Hello. There we go. Change my fuel before I forget. I'm going to put 12 laps in. That's pretty conservative. I can do it with less, but I like to have a little bit extra. So, all right, it is race time. Make sure my force feedback's working. There's a little bit of a quirk with the MOZAs. I don't know why it is, but sometimes if you're not paying attention, it wants to drop your ABS, and it's pretty miserable to start a race with no feeling at all. There have been a couple races where I found myself running the entire race with no force feedback, and that kind of sucks. All right, so I am P14, but it looks like there's at least 2 rows behind me, so could be worse. Generally, though, rule of thumb, as long as I can survive the first corner, I'll probably at least be okay. Got about 25 seconds. Turn that off. Seconds.
formation lap has started.
All right. Cross my fingers and try to survive turn 1.
Green flag.
Go, go, go.
Green flag.
You have a penalty.
How did I get a penalty? Oh, I know why.
Clear right. You need to come in for this penalty in the next 3 laps.
Probably because I went out of line. That's
Clear right.
garbage. All right. Well, that pretty much just screwed my race, but so I got to do a drive-through.
Left side, clear left.
Well,
It's fine, mate. It's just a scrape.
guess I will do my penalty now.
Incident in sector 2, yellow flag.
2 cars off.
We think that Junior and Hannes have spun off.
Yeah, I guess that's what I get for being a little... I thought I had a good jump. I thought for sure I had a good jump, but maybe I got the penalty because I stepped out of line. I don't know. I think it's kind of garbage, but it is what it is.
Green flag, sector 2.
So watch that BMW come up my butt. And it's like, man, they just seem so fast.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Way wide.
We can see Virgo has been dead. Green flag, sector 2.
This McLaren's going to dive bomb me, I can already tell. The red one behind me. He's being super aggressive. He just forced his way by the BMW behind me. Nice slide there.
Clear left.
I'm actually going to let him go because I got to pit anyways. Let's see if I can do this penalty quick enough to get out. Looks like a lot of us are getting penalties.
300 feet.
Let's see.
100 feet.
He's either stopping for fuel. He's got a drive-through penalty. So the McLaren's got to stop, put gas in because he's still on quali setup.
Time 2:50.44.
This got a drive-through too. See if I clear the penalty. Oh well.
All clear on pit exit. You can push now. Your penalty's completed.
Well, thank you. Actually, I'm coming up end of the field, so maybe I can at least have some fighting. Bunch of death up there.
Keep your wits about you, mate.
Stay over there.
It looks like Junior has crashed.
Junior's dead.
Sector 1 is clear. Okay, Rick. The next car is Mendes.
Still got really cold tires. See if I can get on this guy. I wonder if he's broken.
Yellow flag in sector 2. We think that Junior has gone off. Sector 2 is now green. That's 15 minutes.
Hoping I can catch up to these guys. At least then I have somebody to play with.
It's car leading on lane.
2:36.
P50.
0.
Is Love, Lozano behind is pitting.
I wonder if that's the same with... What? Where'd he go? Interesting.
Brakes, it's time to overheat.
Overheat? I'm barely even touching him.
Okay, Rick, the next car is Andrew.
It's like a chain of Corvettes.
Fastest lap for Zolo, 2:20.73. Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Now I gotta get by this guy quickly because he seems like he's either unsure of himself or he's got a broken car.
There's a car leaving the pits.
Time 2:27.
13th place.
2.
Go by you, dude. I'll take the...
Pay attention to track limits, please, Rick.
I don't think I really had... He slowed down a lot. Hopefully I don't get a...
Right, the guy ahead of us is Clark. You have a penalty.
So they gave me a penalty for that. But I really had no choice.
3 laps to serve this penalty.
Wow. That's crazy. I think they gave me an illegal pass. Really don't see where I had much of a choice. That guy slammed on the brakes. Track limits, drive-through penalty. Awesome.
The leader has just done a 220.37. That's the new fastest lap for Pro, 219.80.
It's actually the first time I've ever gotten a penalty for something like that.
All right, Rick, we're halfway home. 10 minutes remaining, 10 minutes.
All right, let's get rid of this penalty right now. $10 says
Sector 3 is now
I get a
clear.
penalty right here.
300 feet,
Pretty sure it's drive-through. Let me see.
100 feet.
Drive-through, track penalty. This is the tour of the pits again. Wave to the marshals.
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. You've served your penalty.
Well, that's good. Well, I think the rest of this race is going to be a little bit lonely because I think I am way out back. I do like that ABS feel of the wheel. It's kind of cool. Check my relative here. Let me see. I got somebody behind me. Wonder if he just came out of the pits. Might have been that red McLaren that was behind me.
Your rear brakes are getting pretty hot.
That red McLaren just came hauling up on me. I don't know how he stuck that braking and then he just spun
Has
out.
gone off. P12.
I thought for sure he was going to blow straight through that. Oh, probably get a warning on that one.
Just cut the track. Sector 3 is green. Pro is now leading. Alright Rick, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Well, next race we'll try not to do dumb things. Have to see what's open for races that are coming up that look to be populated.
That time was a 2:26.99.
There, that
Push now,
should
the
be
guy
better.
behind is catching.
He is. How far is he behind me? 5 seconds. Should be about 2 laps left. Went a little deep on that one, but it stuck it, didn't die. McLaren's catching me again.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Time
That's your quickest lap.
2:27.67.
Yeah, that was a good one. See another Corvette up in front of me. Definitely, I don't think I'm going to catch him unless he's got a problem. Wondering if he's got a problem or maybe he's got a fuel issue and he's trying to conserve. That McLaren is catching me at really strange speed. Well, maybe they'll eventually. I mean, it could be I'm slow. That I appreciate, but I see some of these other cars like the McLaren and the BMW, and they just seem to grab speed really easily across the board. It's not even one driver. It's like all of them, all of that class. Let's see if I got one more lap.
5, 2,
One more to go.
6, 9.
Wonder if that guy ran out of fuel. That McLaren's probably going to catch me towards mid-lap, I'm betting. That's going to be... Let's see if I get another penalty.
We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Rick.
Any penalty? No. If I can stay in front of this red McLaren, I'll be happy. Big time ABS on that one. There's that McLaren. That's okay. You won't be able to get me before the end.
E11. Okay, it's over. Acknowledged. Pit stop requested.
Not great. I'm sure the 2 penalties I got didn't help at all. That was crazy. Alrighty. Here's that McLaren. Alright, I'm going to jump out of this. Is he going to do a burnout? No, he's just going to... Alright. Not great, but it was fun. Let me jump out of this session. I'm going to take a quick look and see what else is coming up. What time is it? Plenty of time. Check out the results. Now, I'm just going to skip the results because I know I lost some points on that one. All right, let's see what is coming up. We got another one at Spa coming up in 20 minutes. Intermediate. That would be really cool because I like Coda. Anybody in it? There's not. See, that's sad. There's not even a single person in that one. That's too bad. Advanced. Anybody in this one? What do we got? Hyper Sprint. At Spa. And not a single person that one. It's kind of a shame. And I don't think any of the weekly races are going. Maybe I'll do Spa again. Let me see if everybody's jumping in that one. I bet you they're going to do Spa again. Yeah, I'm just going to register again for this one. LMGT3 fixed. I'm going to register in the Corvette again. And I'm going to join the practice. And I'm going to step away for just a minute. And its race starts in about 20 minutes. So I'm going to step away for a minute, take my net down, and I'm going to go to be right back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, had to hit the bathroom real quick here. Put my net back up. You know, you never know. A tire might fly through the side window here. I actually do have a race tire behind me, but I'd say if that thing flies through, I got bigger problems in my house. I don't believe I have poltergeist, but wouldn't be a surprise. All right, so I got about 13 minutes of practice. I'm going to do Spa again to see if I can do better this time than I did last time, because that was a mess. I will try not to get a back-to-back penalty. That's the first time I've ever done that, and I've never had a penalty for passing there. But then again, I will say that let's see if I can start driving here, if it's going to lock up on me. There we go. I will say that the mechanics of the GT3, I feel, make it a little bit harder to make that. Turn. There we go. Hello, Adrenaluke. Greetings. I'm just getting ready to do Spa again because I butchered the last one.
Exit looks clear. We've got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them. We need to get some heat into these brakes.
Which split were you in, Terry? I was 6.
Yellow flag, sector 2.
I finished like
The track temperature
12.
rising. It's now 24 Celsius.
I got apparently I got a penalty at the start. I think because I stepped out of line before crossing the start-finish line. And then on top of that, I did an evasive. There was a guy going through Eau Rouge, cool tires. There was a guy going through Eau Rouge that I think wasn't very confident of his car, and he basically decelerated really fast in Eau Rouge. Whoops.
That's the end of the session. P7.
That's bizarre. It did that to me last time. All right, well, I'm going to do the same fix as I did last time, which is reboot real quick. Reboot the game. That was weird. I wonder if it does that on purpose. Well, let me know in the comments if other people get that same phenomenon. There. I'm actually racing that car right there. See if we can show on camera. Yeah. No, so I got a drive-through penalty at start. I was like, oh, come on, because I had a really great start. And then I ended up having to do like this evasive maneuver to get by somebody in Eau Rouge because he slowed down a lot for some weird reason. I went up and over the hump, and it gave me a penalty where I had to do another drive-through. It's like, oh, come on, you got to be kidding me. Let's try this again. Online. Daily. LMGT fixed. Let's see if I can get into another practice session. Yeah, and Adrenaluke, what do you have for a base and for wheels? I have the R9 V2, I have the Chaos, and then I have the FSR that I use for prototypes. And I'm eventually going to do some prototype. I can actually convert this whole cockpit over to have all the bolsters and everything like a prototype. I take this thing right out and I have all the stuff. And it's fun. I just go through phases where I'm like, I really want to do GT, and then I really want to do prototype. And for now, I'm loving the GT3s and loving the Corvette. I'm actually going to go to, well, actually, I've only got about 9 minutes here, so I'll just go drive. Hopefully. Let's go. Hopefully it's not bugging on me again. Hello? Maybe it is. Clock stopped. Well, I just restarted the game. Let me give it a second. Return to garage and see if I can restart it. I wonder if their servers are getting wacky. There we go. Alright. Wacky practice. Yeah, and I've got no force feedback now, so give me a sec. Gotta go.
Air and track temperatures are increasing. Air temperature is now 23. The track temp is now 34 Celsius.
That should fix it. It's not a good sign when it starts acting like this. Hopefully it doesn't dump me from the second race.
Track's clear. Push, push, push. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Your tyres are cold, watch out. Yellow flag in Sector 1. Your brakes are cold, let's get some heat. It looks like Nascimento has binned it. Green flag Sector 1.
Yeah, I think I need to up my... Which car did you drive? Was it BMW, you said?
We think Rodriguez has stepped in.
I may have to move my bias forward as well. Let this guy go by, because I got cold tires. Because I notice that I keep getting the warning that my rear brakes are overheating. And I can change. I have it, the biases mapped, and I can actually see it on this dash.
John has gone off. Sector 2 is clear.
But ABS doesn't show up on it. This is actually the Corvette GTE screen, so it obviously doesn't have ABS. About 8 minutes or so per race. You're going to do the next race too, Terry?
Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. 14. New fastest lap for Fernando, 2:21.04.
Yeah, I just bumped it forward to 52 just to see. I'm curious now. But I'm still on cold tires, so I'll be a little delicate with it.
We can see much yellow has spun off. Green flag in sector 2. You need to watch the track limits.
This guy's got a faster run. So
Yellow flag in sector 1. Green flag in sector 1. It looks like Rodriguez has gone off. Green flag sector 3.
I don't see as many people driving the Ferrari. Man, it got dark in here. Is it going to rain in this thing?
That's a new fastest lap for Lewis, 2:20.79. Yellow flag sector 2. We think that Rodriguez and Hardy have stacked it. Sector 2 is green.
Pretty sure my tires are still super cold.
The guy behind has just done a 2:25.25. Fastest lap for Lewis, 2:19.54.
Yeah, they're just barely coming into 10th now. Late on that one.
In sector 2, yellow flag, 10th position. 5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left. We think Lewis has binned it. Green flag, sector 2. Watch the track limits, please, Rick.
Huh. Interesting. Maybe I'll try something here.
Your rear brakes are getting pretty hot. Yellow flag. Incident sector 3. Yellow flag.
Once I get a straightaway, I can actually change it.
Green flag sector 3.
Yeah, my ABS is set to 11 too. Let's see if I can, next straightaway, I'll see if I can monkey with it.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
I actually have it mapped, but let me see if it changes it.
Has crashed. Green flag in sector 3.
Oh, it does change it. I can see it. There, now it's at 8. I just wish it would show it on my screen. So now I have it set to 8, like you said you did on the BMW. I'll see if it's as friendly. Wait, what? Yep, not quite as crazy.
Incident sector 3, yellow flag.
I'll try to intentionally get into it harder now.
14th. We think that Pillars and Cassie have binned it. Considered for sector 1, yellow flag.
Lost power steering for a minute there. The whole thing kind of glitched. See how much time's remaining.
Just 2 minutes left.
2 minutes,
to
okay.
go. Sector 1 is green. Fastest lap for Science, 2:20.12. Sector 1 is 1.7 off the pace.
Yeah, Terry, I could see starting a race at like 11 and then eking it down as the tires, you know, finally come up to temp.
Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag, sector 3.
I'm actually going to pull over here. Jump out real quick. There we go. Couldn't get it to respond. So I'm going to go back to the main menu and get ready for the race to start. Yeah, I'll have to try that.
That's the end of the session. P9.
P9. Yeah, and I was talking a lot, not really paying attention. But yeah, well, hopefully, so the goal of this race will be to not collect two penalties. that kind of sucks. Now, Terry, when you turned the TC down, did you eventually get to the point where you found that it was attempting to break away under heavy throttle, like going over the sausages or the rumble strips or anything like that? Or when were you witnessing that? I mean, you said you turned it down a lot and it seemed happy, but I'm assuming that that's generally when the TC tries to cut out, or the TC becomes effective, is under hard cornering, heavy throttle, that it just tends to try to slide out on itself. I don't have TC mapped, unfortunately. So on the MOZA, I've got these knobs, which is really great, but for whatever reason, I can't figure out how to get these things to work properly with the sim. It could be, I know that there is a way to launch the game under the MOZA Pithouse software, which seemed to be, if I recall, that was the only way to get the dash to work on the FSR. So I may try it. I wish the knobs work, because I have an ABS, a traction control, and then I have one set up for map. But what's weird is I mapped them up here, so I have brake bias mapped up here, and then even though it says diff, I actually use this one for, I use that one. Here, actually, let me back out. Go back to the main menu. Wait for the race to start. I use this one for ABS for now because it works, but for some reason these knobs aren't communicating with the sim properly, which is kind of a pain. Underway. Okay, starting now. Yay, let's do this. All right, join event. Let's try it again. Yeah, I mean, the only things, I know in iRacing, the only things I really tended to mess with, I would always use I think it was Craig's setups, and really didn't have to do a ton with them. I was usually pretty happy, but if I was messing with anything, it generally tended to be brake bias and mostly ABS. As the tires would come up to temp, I would turn the ABS down because you could just get more range out of it. A lot stickier. Yeah, but like you say, you know, every little bit count. Every little bit makes difference. But I had the bias. I think I had it set for 52 at that one just to give it a try. You know, brake bias, when I change it, it shows up on my dash Actually, it showed it on my race logic, and it also showed it on my dash. And then when I changed the ABS, it showed up on my race logic. All right, so I get the little spinny blue circle of doom here. Hopefully it's not going to kill me. Wait for this to come in. I'm going to split 5. And I'm going to go back down to about 4 laps of fuel for practice, and then for quali. All right, let's get on out here.
It takes it, it's clear. The brakes are cold. We need to get some heat into them. Cold tyres all around. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
So bump my brake bias up to about 52.5. We'll see if it helps. I'm not going to get enough on this practice to really test any of the setup changes that I'm making. But worth messing with.
Sector 2 is yellow. It looks like Murray has binned it. Sector 2 is clear.
Alright, so just going through the practice for now. Yeah, I imagine, Terry, your rating is a little bit, your driver rating or skill rating must be a little bit higher than mine. I'm like midway through bronze 3.
That's the end of the session. P9.
Should be turning off here. Right about there. Yeah, so you dropped it down a lot. I want to say it was set for like 7 or something on mine. Well, I'll try kicking mine down a little bit too and see if it makes a difference. Just waiting for the green light. So there's the beginning. Go for that. All right, let's do it. Turn this up to about 52.5 for now.
It takes it's clear. Stay behind the white line. We've got 6 minutes to get the job done. We've got cold brakes all around. We've got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them.
Let everything come up to temp here. latency. What
That's the end of the session, P9.
the hell's that? See if it'll let me rejoin. Otherwise, I'm gonna qualify at the back. Interesting. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Boop. Go out of this. Otherwise, I gotta basically jump out and jump back and restart it real quick. Alright. Unable to join server. Now becomes a test of restarting the game as quickly as possible. That's very strange. Yeah, no, I'm like right on the cusp of going into right on the cusp of going to silver, but I keep getting knocked away from it. Let's see if the game is going to start. This could be a mess. The sim does not want to go. Stand by. I'm actually going to force a reboot really quick here. Apparently my system wants to give me problems. Guess I'll go to this screen real quick. So you can watch me frantically trying to make it back in within the 6 minutes or so of qualifying. I guess if it doesn't work, I'll go do an AMS race, or I'll just call it for the night. But waiting for my computer to power boot. It's trying, but then I have to literally restart. I have a second streaming PC. All right. Can I make it in quickly? Start crew chief. Start sim hub.
Radio check.
Start MOZA. Okay, it's got the wheel. Come on, sim hub, hurry up. No, the game's been pretty stable this week, so I'm a little confused as to why this is doing this. I'll start the sim. Yeah, a little bit of luck, I'll make it back in. I'll just be all the way at the back of the pack. Okay, so reconnecting on the dashes. Reconnecting. Do it. Not reconnected. See if I can reload them. There we go. Okay, so SimHub's back up. Maybe I'll have enough time. But that's what kills my, as I was saying about driver rating, it's stuff like this that kills it, you know, where the server decides to dump me, and then I lose all those points. See if I can get in really quick. Daily. Registered. Join. Please. It's trying. I bet you it bumps me out. It'll probably call me a DNF or DQ or something. Let's see. If it does, maybe I'll just go to a multi-class race it, like Sebring or something. Unless the server entirely went down, but doesn't seem like it wants to let me in now. Well, I do not know. Interesting. Okay. So I guess I'm not going to do that race. So let's try Algarve. I'll register for that one. The Corvette. Join practice. Yep, very strange. I don't know what the deal was with that, but it's stuff like that. When the thing hiccups and disconnects you, you get screwed. Because, like, if I go back and I look at my results for that, I will take a huge performance hit on that because the system just decided to disconnect me for some weird reason. I will say that is one of the things that I like about AMS2 and running on low fuel is that I never have those problems that I seem to occasionally with LeMans Ultimate, you know, and it could be a factor of my computer. I mean, I've got an older i7, which I don't know, maybe could be contributing to it. I've got a fairly decent graphics card. I've got a 6900 XT, which is it's a pretty decent card, so it should be able to haul it. But a new streaming, or well, the gaming PC I have now is going to become the streaming PC. And then the ideally going to get a new gaming bun. Right now I'm using a laptop to run the stream, which works pretty well for now. All right, it seems to think it's going to load me. Maybe. Maybe it just really did not want me to run Spa again. It's like, look, you've had enough time for Spa. Why don't you just take a bit of a break? All right, so I got 10 minutes of practice, so I need to do some fuel calculations here. So I do not know. I run a little on my phone. I run a little sheet. This is Algarve. And this will be a 20-minute race too. So I need to see how long a lap is here. So let's get out there and try Algarve. Okay, and I gotta reboot a couple things here on my lights. Got some little quirky things that occur where I have to start everything in a particular sequence. I have to start this before I start these other displays. Let's see, we gotta go that way. I haven't driven at Algarve in a while, so this is gonna be interesting. But I have raced here before.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit. Got cold brakes all round. Your tyres are cold, watch out.
But I have not raced the GT3s here, so this will be interesting.
Sector 2 is yellow. Green flag in Sector 2. It looks like silver has binned it. Sector 3 is now yellow. We think that Medina has stacked it.
It's been a hot minute since I've
Sector
raced
3
here.
is clear.
Gotta relearn it a little bit. Didn't get any practice.
That's the new fastest lap for Gracia, 1:45.29. Sector 1 is yellow. We think Gracia has gone off. Sector 1 is green. Yellow flag in Sector 3. We think that Martini has binned it.
Full tires.
Still in Sector
Took
1,
easy
yellow
this
flag,
lap.
green flag in Sector 3. We think Medina has spun off. Green flag Sector 1. Sector 1 is 2.0 off the pace.
That little glitch where somebody joined the group there made my whole thing jump. Did it again.
Incidents in Sector 2, yellow flag. Sector 2 is 3.2 seconds off the pace.
Did it again. Okay, why is Xbox sending me messages? I think I better turn off those notifications. What the hell is that? Needless to say, a bit distracting. Alright, so let me turn the traction control down.
Lap 1,
Green flag in Sector 2.
1.19.
Okay, Rick, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Yellow flag, Sector 2. Sector 1 is 1.7 off the pace. It looks like Corsair has gone off. Green flag in Sector 2. flag in sector 1. We can see Cotto has crashed. Your rear brakes are hot.
Pitch that a little weird.
Green flag in sector 1. Yellow flag sector 3. It looks like Rice has binned it. This will be invalidated. Watch the track limits.
Running just shy of a 2-minute lap. Not great, but I also haven't been here in a while.
Yellow flag. Sector 3 is 2.8 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 is green. Yellow flag. Incident in sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Green flag. Sector 3. Flag sector 2.
Let this guy go by. He's
Right
definitely
side.
faster than me.
Incident sector 3, yellow flag. Sector 1 is green.
Try to follow that
Sector
guy's
2 is
line. Let's see if it's
3.3
better than
off
mine.
the pace. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Actually, I'll pit now. So I've got a little under a 2-minute lap.
Green flag sector 3.
Actually, I forgot there's another pit entrance up here.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Alright, so let's do some quick math here and figure out how many laps of fuel I need.
300 feet. 100 feet.
I've had some good races here in the GTE. Let me go back to the garage. So just shy of a 2-minute lap. I know I'm way off pace, but I haven't been here in a while. It starts in 5 minutes. Alright, so I'm going to jump out. Do some math.
That's the end of the session. P6.
So it's just shy of 2 minutes. So I'm going to call it a 1.9-minute lap. Do some math here, and it should be a 20-minute race. 20-minute race. So 20. So according to this, I need about 10.5 laps of fuel. But I'm pretty conservative, so I'll probably go with 12 laps again. Let me think about that. I guess it depends on how accurate I was with it. Honestly, because it's a pretty short lap, I'm probably going to go 13 laps. I don't mind carrying a little bit extra. I know I'm not that fast, so it's really not a huge deal. I just gotta wait. Get about 3 minutes before it starts. 45 people. It's not as many people in this one. Maybe everybody else is in the other session. It's only us people that got bumped out of the other one that are relegated to this one. But yeah, Terry, no, my safety rating is insane. It's like Platinum 3. You know, my safety rating's great. It's just that, you know, I know I'm not as fast as these other guys, and that really doesn't bother me that much because I'm consistent, generally pretty consistent. But a lot of my point hits that I've had have been primarily due to either getting taken out by somebody else, or the server doing kind of what it did to me earlier, where it just decides that I'm not playing the sim anymore and it sends me on my way. But I'm sure you probably didn't hear me because you're probably in that other session. So 1 minute. Yeah, there's only 55 people, so there'll probably only be 2 splits in this one. But I think this weekend I'm going to attempt to do the, I'm going to attempt to stream the 2.4 hour Le Mans event. I've done it a couple times before. It's been a lot of fun, but usually I don't stream it because, to be honest, having this GoPro on my head for almost 3 hours gets pretty uncomfortable. But we'll do this race. Starts in about a minute. So this is Portugal. All right, I'm going to jump back out of this and wait for the server to start on this one. Yeah, I like Spa. Spa's fun, but, you know, unfortunately, that was one of the things that I didn't like about ACC. The open lobby, or the regular open lobbies that they had, is it just seems like the only thing anybody ever really wanted to run was like Monza and Spa. And so it was the same 2 tracks over and over and over. And, you know, here I am like, man, I really want to run Watkins Glen. Well, good luck trying to find a Watkins Glen. And unfortunately, with low fuel motorsports, I kind of struggled to get enough lap time to get licensed to be able to run on it for whatever reason. But it seemed like every time I ever tried, it was always Snetterton, and I could just never do it. So I said, forget it. I'll just go back to iRacing. All right, about 24 seconds. I'll probably leave my traction control a little higher on this one. All right, let's try this. Join event. And if this pukes on me, that is my cue to go do something not sim racing. But it's a Friday night. All right, load up. Let me go practice. Yeah, this is a fun track. It's definitely tricky. I find it tricky. That's an interesting screen. Right, there's the clock. So I'm gonna, yeah, I'll just go on out for now. All right, let's have a little more luck on this one and not die. Go get a few minutes of practice in before the race starts.
If exit's clear, we need to get some heat into these brakes. Cold tyres all round.
Luke.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
Ooh, I like pizza. Sounds better than what I had for dinner. I just had a chicken and rice bowl. I like pizza. I don't need pizza, but I like pizza.
Sector 1. Green flag Sector 1. That's the end of the session. 7th position.
Slowly getting the hang of this track. It's been a while. Yeah, shouting at it. Yeah, it's been a while since I raced here, so it's gonna take. I think it's gonna take a bit for me to get my legs under me here. Wait till the clock starts and get a green flag. Then I'll drop my fuel. I think I established I needed 13 laps for this one. But I'll put in about 4 for quali. 3 or 4, maybe 4. Apparently all the top 10 cars are McLaren. Gee, do you think? Alright, so let me drop my fuel down here. Go down to 4 laps. Cool. Alright. Let's go be a slow Corvette here. Latency issues, collision detection. Crank this up a little bit. Go to 52 for now.
Pit exit looks clear. Okay, Rick, we've got 6 minutes to get a decent lap in. We've got cold tyres, we need to get some heat into them. The brake temperatures are low, we need to get some heat into them.
Alright, let's get these tires up to 10.
Track temperature's rising. It's now 45 Celsius.
That is a hot track. Spa was cold.
Five minutes to go. 5 minutes left.
My tires are warming up fast. Oh, yeah. Turn my ABS down a little bit.
6th place.
Still a little cold. Yeah, I haven't been here in a while. I took some time off from LMU because my computer was just not liking it. I couldn't get it to run consistently. And then I spent a lot of this summer traveling, so really when I finally got back and had time to race, I ended up headed over to iRacing because the splits in LMU got really small, and I very much prefer multi-class over fixed, like, or single-class racing. I definitely prefer multi. It's just more interesting to me, more challenging, in my opinion. But I never tried race room. Tires are up to 10, just about.
Time 1:52.25.
Brake temperatures are fine, mate. New fastest lap for Eddie, 1:47.00. That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
Yeah, and I just picked up AMS2 for the
The guy behind has just done it.
for Black Friday because it was such a good
Right,
deal.
Rick, you've got half your fuel left.
Oh man, pitchy today. Rear end.
Fastest lap for Pro, 1:46.91.
Guess I need to be a little more gentle on that. I didn't touch the traction control.
Clear left.
Way out wide there. Well, got time for one more lap. Let's see.
That time was a 1:51.
V12, sector 3 is 2.1 off the pace. Acknowledged, pit stop requested. That's a new fastest lap for Eddie, 1:46.73.
Yeah, be way off pace.
The pit crew is ready. That's the end of the session, V12.
shaved 3/4 of a second off this last run.
Lap 150.96.
Still probably about last. Let's go back to the garage. Okay. Go put my gas in. About 13 laps. Perfect. 13 right there. Let's do it. Make sure I got force feedback. I'm going to take my bias and kick it up a bit now. Yeah, Terry, I didn't even make it into that one. I'm over now in Algarve. Like, I went into qualifying and then it dumped me, like, in qualifying. I don't remember exactly how it happened. I went into qualifying and it just went, no. And so I got dumped and then I couldn't get back into the sim. I even rebooted the computer and everything. It just didn't want to do it. And so I went back in. I think I just missed the qualifying window and it went into the race. So I saw that Algarve popped up. I'm like, well, I guess I'm done with Spa for the night. I'm definitely, there's only, I think there's 5 splits in this one, and I know I'm way off pace on this one. But it's all good. I'll have fun. I'll have fun or I'll die in the process. And I'm not in the, last row, so I can't complain. At least I'm not in the last row. See if I can do this without getting a penalty. That'd be nice. I'm all for that. Now we'll try to stay behind this guy right up over the line. Oh, maybe, yeah, so maybe you got lucky and I just didn't get lucky. I just couldn't get back in time. Maybe the whole server went down and some people were just faster. I've got a slow-ass computer, so.
Green flag.
Green.
See, that guy's going to get penalty.
Right side. To your right. Yellow flag. Caution. We think that plough has gone off. Right side's clear.
Wasn't sure where the hell that McLaren was going next to me. All right, that was exciting.
Clear right. Clear right. Well done, Rick. Good start. Yellow flag. Watch out. We think Baron has stacked it.
This guy's going to force his way back.
Green flag, sector 2.
Well, I know this McLaren's going to get me because it's a McLaren
Sector 3 is green.
and because they're faster than everything else.
Time 2:01.
8th place. The guy in front is Morgan. attention to track limits. Please, Rick.
Still kind of slippery.
The leader's just done a 145.94.
Yeah, he'll get me eventually.
Sector 1 is now green. Yellow flag.
Lap 150.38.
We think Baron has spun off. Sector 1, yellow flag. Track limits, watch those lines. Sector 3 is clear, green flag.
How did I know he was going to do that?
Yellow flag.
I knew eventually he was
Sector
going to
2 is
rear
now
end me.
green. Clear right.
Because when you can't pass, you plow. I saw it's him and he waited, which would be pretty cool.
Okay, Rick. The next car is Blah. Green flag, sector 1. Minor aero damage. Stay out, it's not that bad.
Well, didn't need to take him out,
Incident
but
Sector 3. Sector 3 is
I
yellow.
guess what's fair is fair.
Sector 3 is now clear.
Actually,
Looks like air
I don't
has gone
think
off.
I hit him. I think he actually broke free and then hit me.
Yellow.
0.06.
Pro is leading the race.
At least if I did hit him, I didn't mean to. Actually, I didn't even see him over there. I knew he was there because I had a little flashing going on here. Completely missed my braking marker on that one.
New Fastest lap for Pro, 1:45.90.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the other GT3s in LMU.
Yellow flag in sector 1. We can see pattern has been dead. Sector 1 is clear. The stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines. The car ahead is pattern.
I want to see the Mustang.
Yellow flag sector 2. Sector 2 is clear. Clear left. Clear left. Clear left.
He did not want me to go back by. But at least he didn't hit me. That was clean. Dude, don't dive the corner. If you're going to pass me, just be clean about it. I don't mind being passed if it's not for a crappy dive bomb.
Lap for Pro,
That's just annoying.
1:44.94.
Lap 1:49.92.
Okay, Rick, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Come on, head up. Keep your focus further down the track. That's half distance. Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. We think Pro has crashed. Green flag in Sector 1.
Time 1:49.66.
Yeah, it would be cool if Sims allowed you to try the content first.
150.100. Sector 3 is 1.9 off the pace.
Way over on the rumble strip, and the ABS didn't like it. I'm spending too much time watching my mirror, watching the BMW behind me. I'm getting waiting for the rear end, the inevitable rear ending from this guy because he's so aggressive. Guy behind me is pushing so hard he keeps breaking free. Like every time he gets close to me, he gets on it, and then just like kicks out. He's fighting hard to try to catch up. I don't mind getting past as long as it's for the right reasons. I just don't like it when I get hit because some guy just doesn't have any racecraft. So they try to bulldoze through. Oh, nice.
All right, Rick. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. 5-0.
Dude, for real.
Sector 1 is yellow. Don't panic. We think Johnston has stacked it. We'll be warned about track limits. The guy in front is
Track
green.
limits.
Sector 1 is now green.
Told you I'd eventually die because of that guy. Must be this Corvette's a little more rugged than I expected.
Yellow flag. Incident in Sector 1. Yellow flag. Sector 1 is clear.
The tires are getting a little squirrely. Well, it's a good point because I was trying to figure out if he was just over braking or if he was just being a tool, and I couldn't tell. I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say he just locked it up and plowed into me, but he was being kind of a. I was been watching him, and arguably I've been spending too much time looking at my mirror because I was waiting for it to happen. Because I was watching him behind me the last few laps, and he was just way overdriving the car. So I was just like, you know what, this guy's eventually either going to hit me or he's going to dive bomb a pass. But tires are definitely getting squishy for sure. It's about 2 minutes left, so probably a couple laps. Way deep on that one, off in the marbles. This track is slippery. Not as bad as, I think it's Bahrain. Bahrain is horrible.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
I couldn't drive Bahrain in the GTE for anything. So slick.
Exited for sector 1, yellow flag. It looks like Pro has binned it. Green flag sector 1.
Pretty sure on the I just saw that same BMW in the dirt headed towards me on the opposite leg of the track. It's better. I had to dial the ABS is better. I had to dial the bias back because it felt like the rear end wanted to come around too much. But I think that might be just the nature of this track with it hot too, and the Corvette being
Okay, Rick, you just cut the track.
mid-engine or rear end. No, I guess it'd be mid-engine. And the tires are starting to get kind of tired. But yeah, no, I've definitely been doing the ABS. I'll wait for a couple laps into the race for them to come up to temp before I do it though. That's one thing I do like about I ran the started running the Mustang in iRacing, and it's got a lot of grunt. And not only does it sound awesome, but it feels like it always has torque. The Corvette GT3 in iRacing feels like you wind the hell out of it, but it never really feels like it's making power. I'm excited to see the Mustang come to this. Probably one more lap. No, maybe this is it.
That time was a 1:51.90.
I guess I got one more lap. It said overtime. Slidey. Guy's trying to catch back up to me. I'm not gonna let you by if I can help it. There we go.
E10. Okay, we're done. Okay, pit stop requested.
That was interesting. All right, let me pull over here and park. Well, at least I didn't end up with a pair of penalties. Yeah, so P10, I started farther back. I'd have to see where I started. Let me jump out. So split 3. It's a fun track, but that was, I didn't even get a chance to practice on that one, really. I was pretty green. See what I got for points out of that one. Probably nothing spectacular. So I gained 2, started 12, finished 10. Won't get any points out of that. Yeah, I lost a little bit of points out of that, but I gained safety. So again, my safety rating is like high, but I just can't break out of bronze and get into the silvers for a variety of reasons. But we'll get there. I did take a pretty big break from LMU over the summer. Just like I said, we were traveling a lot due to family reasons and personal reasons and stuff, so I wasn't in the sim nearly as much. But all right, I'm going to jump out of this, leave the epic music playing in the background, and I'll go over to the screen. I think it went to the right screen. Try it again. Yeah, so that's going to be it for tonight. I'm going to call it quits and take a break. I want to thank everybody for coming and watching tonight. You know, at least I was able to get the first spa race in. Getting a couple drive-through penalties was kind of ridiculous, but I guess I need to be more cautious on the start to make sure that I'm actually staying in line before until I cross the start-finish line. That's the only reason I can think that I got that penalty. And then the second penalty that race was me just trying to avoid that guy who like threw the parking brake on going through a rouge. You know, I really had no choice but to try to dive and get around him because I was going to die. And then the second spot race, you know, the sim just said it was time for me to be done and not race spa again tonight. And then Algarve was fun. You know, I hadn't really planned to race Algarve, but it was fun. I haven't been back there in a long time, and when I did, it was either in the LMP2 or the GTE. And then coming up this weekend, I'm going to try to do the special events. I'll take a quick look here at the special events. So the special event, I think the first one was tonight. No, registration opens tomorrow at 1. That's a 2.5 hour race, 2.4 hours. Looks like, according to this, the forecast is sun, sun, clouds, sun, and then rain. So could make it for a very interesting race. And then we have a weekly race coming up too, also, which starts Monday the 16th, which looks like multi-class at Autodromo Enzo E. Dino Ferrari. So Imola. I actually really like Imola. It's multi-class. It's definitely pretty tricky because it's not, the whole upper section is not wide. But I'm a big fan of Imola. I actually really look forward to running Imola. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But on that note, I'm going to call it quits for tonight. Thanks, guys, for hanging out and BSing with me. I definitely appreciated having some company. And thanks, Terry, for the tips on the ABS and the TC. I'm definitely going to mess with that a little bit more. But again, thanks, everybody, for coming. Please hit the like. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe. And I'm going to call it quits for tonight. And peace, everyone.